Hello, everybody, and welcome to
The tasting room. You did it early.
I know. I was going to try and do it. No. The tasting room.
Anyway, welcome back. Today we are trying, officially, we've clearly already sampled this bottle, but we are on camera tasting the Michter's small batch. Now, this is one of the most popular standard straight bourbon whiskeys, similar to like how Elijah Craig, Evan Williams, those brands. Michter's Buffalo Trace. Mm-hmm. So this is like in the, like, if you asked like Joe on the street, like, oh,
Joe
you
Biden?
know about bourbon?
President Joe Biden?
Any Joe.
Any regular Joe, Kamala, anybody that you'd stop and ask on the street.
If you stopped and asked for like name 5 bourbon brands, they'd probably include Michter's in that list.
Yeah, this was we tried, the first time we ever had this was just a spur of the moment after hours. You were like, oh, I also got this and like Michter's, and we had another one that we'll try as well. But we immediately were like, yeah.
Yeah, and then we immediately ate waffles with it as well, which was a delight.
Let's just dive in and try it again. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had it.
We haven't actually like noted anything about the specific flavors other than, oh, we like it, and waffles. I think it's almost got a little bit of a fruity nose, even though it's not like, it's not one of the port finished, wine finished.
Yeah, I do get that.
It does have a little bit of like an appley.
Oh yeah, appley for sure.
I like it because it's just smooth. It's not a super high proof, so it's not like, it's just 91%. So it's like, easy going, all purpose.
Now all I can think about is apple while I'm tasting this too.
Yeah, it is very appley. A little like a caramel apple sort of flavor.
I was just gonna say like a candied apple for sure.
It has quite a long finish for like a what I would say is the like what's the word for like flagship. Yeah. Like this is their flagship. They have some other varieties. They have a sour mash. They have a toasted, which is literally impossible to find.
You love your toasted.
I do love my toasted, but I have never been able to find a toasted Michter's bottle. So if anybody out there has access to one, wants to send it over our way.
It's like a basic bottle, but also distinctly its own little bottle too, because I love that it's like got this like shape to it. I like the little matte finish
on the label, and it's just like, it's got like some nice stuff. It says, distilled in small batches according to the Michter's pre-Revolutionary War quality standards dating back to 1753. So when we were talking about even some of the Old Forester, like the different eras of things, those only go back as far as like 1800s. So the techniques used for this are back to 1753. So this is even older.
That's crazy.
The techniques used.
Yeah, because I see right on the bottle, established 1753.
The traditions passed down to these distillers is pre-revolutionary.
Pre-Revolutionary War quality standards. It's also one of those where you're like, you're drinking history here. Yeah. It's a little piece of history, which is interesting. But I think this would make a great Halloween drink.
Oh yeah, like do like lean into the like poison apple, kind of like a caramel drizzle or something.
The second you said the caramel apple, all I could think about was like, this is a great, like I can imagine it being like September, October.
I think this would also go well in like a cider.
Oh yeah,
cider or like a hot toddy or something like that would be really excellent uses as well.
Yeah, it definitely lends itself to that flavor. It definitely has its own distinct like
what I was saying
pop of flavor
is
too.
That I like that it has a long finish. So like you drink it and it's not immediately like poof, it's gone.
Hug stays for a few minutes.
You get a little bit of a warm hug, and you get the flavors still like as you're breathing a few breaths after you take the sip, you're getting more of those notes sort of evolving. The little vanilla notes, the apple, the caramel, they sort of keep going.
This is 100%, I think, like a great, like we said, Halloween. I think this is Thanksgiving is going to be your sweet spot for this guy because
and this bottle is not crazy expensive. It's like $35. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Because I was going to say this is this might be a really good gifting bourbon too. Like a good like bring it to the party, leave it, you know, you're having a Friendsgiving or a Thanksgiving.
Well, the way
whatever.
I found out about it is because a friend of mine put it in her husband's Easter basket. So like the Easter Bunny is giving Michter's, why don't you?
My Easter Bunny's just not that good. I'm a fan of this one a lot because I think this is great. Like you just said, like it does have that long finish, so I think it makes it very like
It's a
sippable
good
on its own.
bourbon, on its own, because you can like savor those notes, especially if you were pairing it with food like we did with the waffles. You continue to get those flavors as you're eating something or as you're sort of enjoying other stuff.
I'm just thinking, I've made in the past this like fall sangria, which uses a lot of like cinnamon flavors. It uses like cranberry ginger ale, stuff like that. I'm now thinking this would be a great addition to that.
Yeah, I mean, what do you normally
sangria.
use as the like liquor for that? Like vodka or something? Or rum?
Rum, spiced rum.
so,
I'm
like,
thinking this would be a great alternative.
Throw out the rum, put this in, do like lean into the like apples and stuff.
Because I always add cinnamon whiskey to give it that cinnamon pop. This would be a nice like that caramel. Yeah, do it with like Granny Smith apples, maybe some McIntosh apples and stuff like that, and then
cranberries.
Yeah, maybe pop a couple oranges in there.
Cranberries.
Yeah. We might have to alter this fall sangria recipe I have and use this. That might be a fun experiment.
And when you say we might have to, you mean we're gonna.
We're gonna. In the fall, though. Well, probably not the fall, but not this week.
That's like creeping up on us. No, this week is.
We're doing Loki this week.
I want them to make a plush of Miss Minutes, the little clock lady, when she's like, "Hey, y'all."
I have a feeling that this one's going to be like the hit.
I mean,
I know WandaVision was a hit, and I know Falcon was, but I think this one's going to be like next level good.
Well, yeah, of course, because especially like the Loki fandom, like me, we've been like in gung-ho all on board since the first Thor movie.
Yeah,
so.
And the Owen Wilson fandom, like me, have just been in the wings going, ka-chow, ka-chow.
The whole time we've just been like, he needs his own movie, he needs his own movie.
Owen Wilson needs his own movie. I'm excited to try this Loki drink that we have in store for you, so stay tuned for that. This is Michter's Bourbon, like Jill said. It's a very affordable.
This is the Michter small batch. This is their, like I said, the flagship standard Michters. You can also try the sour mash, the rye. They have a lot of
sour mash.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's all about, but they have
have to get that one
they have like 3 or 4 Michters that are readily available at like Target, Liquors, and Total Wine and stuff. Again, the toasted. Like,
we'll find
she
you
don't
Toasted.
exist, but we find her.
Toasted is the trend. If you got the lead on it, like Jill said,
if you know where we can order a bottle.
We'll meet you in a dark alley, in a parking garage, wherever you want.
So check out Loki on Disney Plus, and then check out our drink about it.
And if you want to support our drinking habits, we have started a Patreon. You can find that at patreon.com/thebourbonstudy. We've got fun behind-the-scenes videos. We've got unedited videos that go on there. Unedited-ish, I say, because I do like to take out the long pauses and stuff like that. But and just we're trying to create an inclusive environment for all bourbon lovers on there as well as on this channel. Be sure to check out everything that the Ampliverse has to offer as well. There's a great limited time yum I feel like would be a nice pairing to the Bourbon Study.
We need to do like a collaboration limited time.
I think we do, because I know that Taylor like she comes to Florida sometimes, so the next time that she is in town, we 100% need to do that. For sure, no question. I love that idea. So check out all of that stuff. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because we got 2 videos a week that we do every week. So if you've never had bourbon before, this is for you, because this is your introduction into that, as it was mine. And Jill we're just on this bourbon journey, and we thank you all for being on it with us. So
and check out some of our older videos, because we do have some content as far as maybe suggestions on if you're getting new into bourbon, what sort of things should you start out buying? What's in the like lower price point that's like just kind of all-purpose, good try.
Oh yeah, and we always start back at that first episode, because we did the old fashioned in the beginning.
Old fashioned, it's a classic,
and it's a great drink to just make when someone comes over and be like, "Can I make you an old fashioned?"
And it's always impressive.
Yeah, it really is, honestly, and it's so easy, but it's very impressive. So that's gonna do it. We'll see you on the Bourbon Study. But until then,
cheers.
We're terrible at this now. Empty.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.